Hi, it's me, No 10, the City of the Sun, in December 2020. Shocking images surfaced online that revealed an ancient city that appears to have been made out of pure gold. It was discovered by a team of archaeologists in Bolivia who found this mysterious site in the western foothills of the Andes Mountains. What makes this place so mysterious is that we don't know anything about it. The Golden City dates back thousands of years but has never before been seen by modern man. The discovery was made during excavations at the Tiwanaku archaeological site, which is also known as the Gate of the Gods. It's believed the Tiwanaku people lived in this area from around 400 AD to 1000 AD. They had a flourishing civilization with over 30 major ceremonial centers and dozens more of smaller sites. Yet despite knowing all this, we have no idea who they were or where they came from. Some researchers claim the Tiwanaku built their cities by copying the layout of Pumapunku, a megalithic complex that predates them by at least 1,000 years. So far, the Golden City is only 30 square meters, but it could be much bigger once the whole site has been excavated. No. 9. The Giant Pyramids of Sudan. Sudan is full of undiscovered pyramids, with some experts saying there are more pyramids here than anywhere else on Earth, even more than Egypt. As you may know, pyramids aren't just found in Egypt and South America. There are pyramids spread out all across the world, including dozens here in Africa. In fact, Sudan alone is home to over 200 pyramids. But what's most interesting about these pyramids is that we still have no idea who built them. We do know that they date back to between 3000 BC and 500 AD. That means they were being constructed at the same time as the Egyptian pyramids. What's spooky about these pyramids is that nobody knows who created them or why. The kingdom of Kush, which ruled over Nubia, built most of the pyramids in Sudan. But nobody knows where the Kush civilization came from or where they went. According to reports, the pyramids were built by slaves, but we have no record of any slave uprising in Sudan. In fact, we have no record of any kind of uprising whatsoever. The Nubians seem to have accepted their fate and simply built pyramid after pyramid for no good reason. No. 8. The mysterious Dogon people. The Dogon people are one of the many tribes living in the remote villages of Mali. They've lived in their small corner of the world for centuries. Yet even today we still don't know much about them. Despite numerous expeditions to document their lifestyle, researchers have learned very little about the origins of the Dogon people. They live in the cliffs and mountains of West Africa, seemingly cut off from the rest of the world. They speak their own language and practice religious beliefs that have nothing to do with Christianity or Islam, both of which are popular throughout Mali. Even stranger is that the Dogons seem to know things about space that modern science has only recently uncovered. For example, the Dogon believe that the Sirius star system has a third star that can't be seen with the naked eye. Modern astronomers confirmed the existence of this star in the 1970s. The Dogon also have an intricate knowledge of the Pleiades star cluster and say that it is 360 light-years away. Science says it's 440 light-years away. How did they come up with such an accurate estimate? We have no idea. Some researchers say the Dogon are a highly advanced civilization trapped in a primitive culture. Others say they simply read about our astronomical discoveries in books and newspapers. Number 7. The megalithic temples of Malta. The Gagantija temples are located on the tiny Mediterranean island of Malta. This place is nothing short of a mystery. Scientists don't know how prehistoric builders moved massive stones from one location to another to construct the temple. Nor do they know why these temples were created in the first place. These megalithic buildings are older than Stonehenge and the Egyptian pyramids. Somehow the builders managed to erect enormous stone pillars into circular shapes and then create strange geometric patterns inside the circles. It's unknown if these geometric designs have any significance, and nobody knows how long it took to complete the temples. All we know is that the temples were created in phases, starting around 3600 BC and continuing for hundreds of years. Even more bizarre is that nobody knows where the builders went when construction ended around 2500 BC. And because there are no written records left behind, nobody knows who the builders even were. Number 6. The Great Zimbabwe Ruins. Great Zimbabwe is one of the largest stone structures ever built in Africa. It's also one of the biggest unsolved mysteries in history. Archaeologists believe the structure was built by the ancestors of the Shona people, but we have no idea why. Nobody knows how anyone was able to move these gigantic stones without modern equipment. And scientists still don't understand the significance of the hilltop fortress. It covers an area of over 180 acres and consists of 3 separate sections. These include an inner city, a middle area, and then a walling-off outer area. Then there's the Great Enclosure, which is a walled-off area containing a huge semicircular wall made completely out of granite. Nobody knows what the walls were used for or why the ruins were eventually abandoned. Number 5. The Monument of the Lion. The Monument of the Lion is located near the ancient citadel of Aleppo in Syria. To this day, scientists are baffled by this strange monument that looks like a giant lion frozen in time. Researchers believe it was carved during the reign of King Elabel, who ruled between 1175 BC and 1154 BC, but nobody knows who built the monument or why. It's made out of limestone and is over 23 feet long, making it the largest of its kind in the Middle East. Unfortunately, most of the monument is now eroded, and over the past 3,000 years, it's become so weathered that all traces of the king's name have been wiped away. We don't even know what it's supposed to represent. Is it a real lion turned to stone? Was it a mythical creature from Syrian folklore? Or was it a symbol of power meant to intimidate nearby kingdoms? 4. The Kaaba at Mecca. The Kaaba is considered the most sacred building in all of Islam. It's the direction Muslims around the world face when praying, and that's the destination of the Hajj pilgrimage. But despite its importance, we still don't know much about the Kaaba. In fact, nobody knows exactly when it was built. Though it's believed to have been erected sometime before the 6th century, they don't know who constructed this holy building, or why. One legend claims the prophet Abraham built the structure with his son Ishmael. Another says it was built by Adam after being expelled from the Garden of Eden. Archaeologists haven't been allowed to excavate the site since 1935, so we have no idea how old the Kaaba really is. We also don't know if there were other buildings or structures at the site before it was rebuilt in the 6th century. And now for Note 3. But first it's shout-out time. I wanted to give a big thank you to our supporters for supporting this channel. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for a chance to win $100. Number 3. The Rock-Hewn Church. The Rock-Hewn Church is a remarkable piece of architecture. It's located in the Ethiopian highlands in the town of Lalibela. Legend says it was built overnight by the miracle of God himself. But historians think it was built over a period of 24 years. It began construction in 1155 AD under King Lalibela. The entire church is carved out of solid rock, just as the legend claimed. The construction took place deep within the mountainside, and features 11 different churches connected by tunnels and passageways. Scientists don't know how the builders pulled this off. It's incredible how perfectly the builders cut the rock to form rooms, pillars, and even window frames. Number 2. The Nazca Lines. The Nazca Lines are a series of geoglyphs etched into the desert floor of southern Peru. The lines are so large they can only be fully appreciated from high above in an airplane. They consist of over 13,000 lines, 300 geometric figures, and 70 human and animal figures. But nobody knows what they mean or why they were made. We do know that the Nazca people created these lines between the years 500 AD and 1500 AD, but nobody knows how they managed to make such precise designs without modern technology. The figures appear to show animals like monkeys, lizards, dogs, and spiders, as well as plants like flowers, ferns, and vines. The lines themselves are also quite peculiar and stretch out for miles across the barren desert. Note 1. The Lost City of Petra. Petra is considered one of the most fascinating lost cities in the world. It was once the capital of the Nabatean Kingdom, an Arab tribe that lived in southern Jordan between 400 BC and 106 A. The city is famous for its stunning architecture carved into sandstone cliffs. This includes the monastery, the Great Temple, and the royal tombs. What's truly remarkable about Petra is that it disappeared from history for over 1,500 years. The city was forgotten until it was accidentally rediscovered by Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt in 1812. He hid his identity while exploring the Middle East and infiltrated the city wearing Arab clothing. Today it's a popular tourist destination, but we still don't know a lot about it. For example, nobody knows what the city looked like in its heyday or what happened to its citizens. We do know it was destroyed by earthquakes, floods, and eventually an army led by the Roman Emperor Trajan. But we don't know where the Nabatean people went or why they abandoned their great city. Thanks for watching. Which of these lost civilizations would you love to explore for yourself? Let me know in the comments below and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time, bye.